All right, we're talking a little weather now, and we've got meteorologist Todd Heitkamp joining us here from the National Weather Service. Hey, Todd, thanks for coming back into the cafe.
Not a problem, Chad. Glad to be here.
Let's get right to it. Let's talk about the flooding. Today's going to be a big day for folks in the Pier, Fort Pier area, and then downstream, Yankton and Dakota Dunes now going to get hit real hard by the sounds of it.
Well, yeah, the governor has asked for evacuations in all three locations, and today's really the day that everyone needs to be out. And so, yeah, today's a big day not only for the state, not only for the workers that are building the levees and putting up the sandbags, but also for the residents that have to leave their homes for a period of time.
Is there any guess on how long some of these folks might be out of their homes?
The governor said in his news conference to be prepared to be gone for 2 months, and I would say that's probably very likely. I mean, we have more rain that fell up in Montana. There's more water coming down. There's a lot of, as I mentioned yesterday, Garrison's intake, the dam up in North Dakota, the water coming in there is at right around 160,000 cubic feet per second. The amount of water going out into, the Missouri River system into South Dakota is sitting at 90,000 CFS. They have to boost that up to be higher than the amount of water coming in. So this isn't going to be a gradual thing, or this isn't going to be a short-term thing. This is going to be a long-term, couple of months, at least, before we see any type of water levels dropping across the area.
We had several listeners call earlier this morning asking the question, how could something like this sneak up on the state? Because, they got all this snow out in Montana, and we knew that the snow was eventually going to melt. Couldn't they have released some of that water a little earlier this spring?
Yes, and they have been. The Corps has been releasing water for a long period of time. They knew that with the amount of water we had in our system itself, plus the snow that was falling up in Montana all winter long, that they were going to have to release a lot of the water. And I myself saw it, that if you went out to Chamberlain, let's say a month or two ago, the water was quite high. You go out there last week or the week before, and it had dropped quite a bit. So they had been vacating a lot of that water and pushing it downstream already, and throughout the late winter months and early spring months to prepare for something like this. The one thing that they couldn't see, nor could anyone forecast, was the fact that Montana had a widespread 3 to 5 inch rainfall amount, and when that occurs, you got all that water. You can't prepare for something like that, and you can't get rid of the water quick enough.
You got this much water moving downstream, where the river takes a bend. I can only imagine what kind of erosion we're going to see there.
Well, yeah, up and down the Missouri River system, we're going to be dealing with erosion, and I think that's part of the concern down in Dakota Dunes, that a lot of those homes are right along the riverbanks, and also up by further closer to Yankton. All those areas right along the river, they're going to be experiencing erosion. How much erosion is going to take place? That's the big question.
Is there any chance of this backing up water on the Big Sioux River?
Oh, most definitely. The James River, the Big Sioux, they all exit or meet up with the Missouri River system right down by Sioux City in the Yankton area, and so there's the high possibility that it's going to cause some backing up of the water in those two tributaries, two river systems. And so it's going to be, not only the Missouri River, it's going to be southern portions of the James as well as the Sioux that's going to also cause some problems.
And you're going to be out in Pier, and we can check in with you?
Yeah, I'll be out at Pier beginning today, and be out there throughout next week, and you can call out there, and we'll do our normal chat, and we'll give you a status update.